Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, we're going to start with the brain of the sheep brain. There is different regions of the brain that we have to know, and the first one is the cerebellum, which is the little brain, and that has, cerebellum has a part or a section called the arbor vitae, or the arbor vitae, and it's like the root of that roots out from the center. And there's also the third ventricle, which is right under it, and it leads up to this region right here, which is known as the corpora quadrigemina, or quadrigemina, the corpora quadrigemina, corpora quadrigemina, and it has a superior coculi and an inferior coculi. And above that there is the penile body, which is, I believe, this region, this part right here, kind of goes around the penile body, and that is continuous with the third ventricle. And next to the third ventricle there is the fornix, the fornix, which is this part, and on top of that there's a fourth quadrant, or the fourth ventricle, or the lateral ventricle, I should say. And on top of the fourth ventricle there is the corpus of the corpus callosum, and it's this part right here. So it's like a sandwich of the corpus, the corpus callosum, the lateral ventricle, the fornix, and the third ventricle. And that's the hardest part. And then all this matter right here is known as gray matter, or otherwise known gray matter, or the central cortex, or the cerebral cortex. And on the bottom, and did I mention right here there's also a transverse fissure associated with the cerebellum. Transverse fissure. Alright, now we're going to go under the brain, and they got a brain that has the pituitary gland, or it has a pituitary gland associated with it. So this is the pituitary gland, and usually it's cut off, and they show you the bottom. On top of the pituitary gland there is a part called the hypothalamus, which is this part right here. And on top of the hypothalamus there is oh, actually, I'm sorry. That's called the mammary body. Mammillary bodies, right here. And on top of that is the hypothalamus, right above, right here. And above that is the thalamus, the hypothalamus, thalamus, and the mammary, the mammillary bodies. And also,
do you have any more?
In front of right here is the optic chiasma, optic chiasma, and that's right here the front, where the two optic nerves are at. I don't know what
And yeah, this has a better optic nerve. And that's where the optic chiasma is at. On the tail of the brain, there's the medulla oblongata and the pons. So this is the pons. Pons and the medulla oblongata. So the pons is like a bump. It doesn't look like, but there's a bump right here. The pons and the medulla oblongata. Pons is this bump, medulla oblongata. Alright, and that's the first half of the brain.